Ground Rescue 1.
Ground Rescue 1, ground.
Ground Rescue 1 at the fire station. I'd like to carry out an airfield inspection, fire shots and use the laser torch also. The time is just after 5 a.m. in the morning. So basically we're going out to do board precaution manoeuvres here. There'll be flights on the way in now at this time. A lot of other flights getting prepared for takeoff. So obviously boards are a serious risk to us here. So we have to clear them off using firearms, using laser torches. So it's not a matter of just coming out and going where we want. We have to communicate with air traffic control. So I'm just going to stop here about at the midpoint of runway 28, the main runway in Dublin Airport. I'm going to fire some shots. This piece of equipment is a laser torch. You wave this in front of the birds or around where you see them, and it acts like a stick in front of them. They don't like that, they'll move on. It's constant harassment of the birds. We don't like to let them settle anywhere at all. Our core responsibility here is aircraft, aviation, and we specialise in that. We have special training, special vehicles. We have a very quick response time of a couple of minutes here to get to any incident anywhere in the airfield. Thankfully, nothing too serious too often, but there's all sorts of problems with hydraulics, overheated undercarriages, stuff like that. We also respond to all fire alarms in the terminal, and we have an emergency ambulance as well. So an awful lot going on here.
Ambulance crew, can you respond to gate D69? A lady has collapsed over there.
We're in the stand allocation unit, which is part of the Dublin Airport Authority. We allocate all the aircraft stands at Dublin, and we're basically responsible for all the movements on the apron and where every aircraft goes. We tell air traffic control where each aircraft's going to go, and they then relay that to the aircraft, and we're responsible to make sure that each stand is available for each aircraft. The Ryanair 771 now for 9-5 Tango. It's just like a big game of chess. You're just trying to slot each aircraft into the appropriate stand.
We allocate based on a simple guideline and set of rules. The bigger your aircraft, the likelihood of you getting on what is known as a contact stand, which is a building served stand. So therefore the passengers can use the air bridge or just walk straight off the aircraft into the terminal.
Thanks, bye-bye.
The main problems that we have would be flights arriving early and flights being delayed for whatever reason, and just trying to accommodate them accordingly. And with the amount of work that's ongoing at the moment, we do not have enough stands or gates to accommodate the amount of traffic that we have at Dublin at the moment. And it's trying to coordinate and work all of that with as few delays as possible.
Hi, how are you? Just welcome this morning. Just to advise you, they're all working on Pier 8 today. We're expecting 272 flights for the day, which is going to bring us up to over 43,000 passengers. In the mornings it can be extremely busy. Our passenger queues, we could have anything up to 3,000 people coming through an hour. It can be quite hectic. A lot of people, business travellers, holiday flights. Lisa, if you don't mind ensuring the passengers are flown this way instead for me. Okay, thank you. We've got a new EU regulation that people can't take liquids over 100 mils. So we can still get people travelling a lot because they try to travel light and they don't check in luggage as much anymore if they're only going on short haul. The unit has increased from initially it started 7 years ago with 80 members of staff. We're moving on, we've well over 600 staff, both full-time and reduced hour staff. We used to only have 7 machines, we've now got 11 machines to cope with the passenger flow. We've also upgraded our machines to these new Smiths machines. It gives a much clearer image. It's exciting. We've got people working here from a variety of different backgrounds. You meet so many different people travelling through. Everybody's got a story to tell. Some people think it's exciting coming through security. The children love it, seeing the X-ray. You meet a variety of different people, and I suppose I don't think there's any other places you could meet 43,000 people with different backgrounds travelling through in a day. So.
like the morning shifts. You get home then you have a bit of time with the family, like before the kids go to bed and that. They'd be probably the best shifts to get. But the afternoon shifts aren't too bad. Night shifts are harder. The weekends can be very busy, and you know, depends if all the aircrafts come in on time, usually we're okay, but if there's a few delays or that, well then it can get kind of hectic. What we do is we marshal the aircraft in, make sure it's secure, put chocks, cones around the aircraft, then we'll open up the hold, offload bags. If there's any cargo, we'll take the cargo off as well, send the cargo into the hold, we'll go to the dispatcher with our figures. If everything's matched, then we lock up the aircraft and push it back, and away it goes. Job finished. First one of the day.